Okay, so I got many people bugging me that I didn't make any vlog updates on my Dymaxion sleeping, and there's good reason for that. But rather than sharing any excuses, I'm just going to jump right in and make my conclusion vlog about it. And in conclusion, yes, I did stop doing it. Um, I just I started to talk about it with more people, and I came to some very enlightening realizations. And from that, I lost interest in continuing to sleep polyphasically. But what I did learn was very interesting, and I'm going to share it, so it's good. So I stopped on day 8, so I did about a week, and when I stopped was the day after I did a very big bike ride. I biked 65 kilometers, about 60 to 70k, and I actually just wanted to see if it was possible to do that, and it totally was. Like it actually worked. It was cool. Um, but why did I stop? So what happened was initially I had a really big push for this because I wanted to see if it was possible to do it. I wanted to get a vibe for what it felt like, and blah blah blah, right? But through talking about it with other people, I found some interesting things out. And what I found was that if you need, for whatever reason, to go about your day in a way that you're sleeping insanely small amounts of sleep, like just 2 hours a day for 2 months, let's say, it's possible to get away with that. And occasionally you might just bam fall asleep and sleep for a whole day or something, but in general, you're going to be able to maintain just not really sleeping much at all, but you will need a few little naps. But what's going to happen is that all of this sleep will eventually catch up to you. And if it takes months to catch up to, or weeks, or however long you want to maintain this, I don't think it really matters, but the fact is that eventually it will. And when you are able to sleep as much as you want, you will, and you're going to sleep for 12, 13 hours, and nobody can wake you up. Nobody will really be able to make sense out of why you're sleeping so much when you used to not sleep really at all, but really that is why you're sleeping so much. Um, and I think that's very interesting because basically what it means is that if you need to borrow a lot of sleep from the future, you kind of can, but it takes a lot of energy and focus to do that. And if you don't have a reason to be doing it, it's hard to maintain the discipline, first of all, and two, the payoff isn't very much, right? When I was sleeping with Dymaxion, what happened was I got up to a steady pace of about 45-minute naps, 4 times a day, and I could get to sleep pretty quickly. But what was happening was that, okay, so you have your 45-minute nap, but you have to prepare before your nap to make sure you're not just getting out of a workout or something, let's say, or a jog, or doing something mentally intensive, or else it's going to take longer to fall asleep, and you're going to have to push your nap later, kind of thing. So it takes some preparation before, and then after, right when you wake up from your nap, it's just like waking up in the morning. You still need like about 10 minutes to get back on your feet and just become conscious and aware again with yourself. And so ultimately now, the reason why you want to sleep polyphasically is to have more waking hours and better grasp of your dream stages, and more opportunities to become lucid, more opportunities to write your dreams down, etc. That, for me anyways. But the amount of work it took to shape my schedule to fit my Dymaxion sleeping schedule, and just the amount of time added with, okay, so it's 4 blocks of 45 minutes, but there's also, if you're sleeping in an hour and a half, you can't do something that takes 2 hours before that. So you have to make so many sacrifices of, oh, I can't go out right now, I have to stay inside, or I can't finish this movie, or whatever. Or else you're cutting into exceptions, and those don't go very smoothly. So for the most part, it was a successful test experience, so however you want to call it. But would I recommend maintaining this? No. If you need to sleep polyphasically, your life will demand it, and you won't really have a choice not to, I guess. Or if you just want to try it, I mean, I read so many stories online of people that just had so much trouble actually working into the rhythm the first few days. And although I was able to do it, I was very well motivated, and I didn't have, I was working my own hours at the time, so I didn't have to, like, I didn't have responsibilities with time, basically. You know, I didn't have to be anywhere at a specific time, ever. So that worked very well. But, no, I mean, is the payoff worth it? It's worth it if you need it, really. And that concludes my extremely late vlog update of Dymaxion.